One thing I can pretty much guarantee you will never see on my channel is decent jet gameplay. What's going on, guys? BoomMonsoon here, and welcome back to another Battlefield 1 in-depth video. This one, like the last one, a little bit of a cheap one in terms of there's not a huge amount we can talk about, more speculation, but I wanted to get it out anyway, again, just to get this series on its feet, to get it going again, and get ready to do some more episodes on it. So, just like last episode, we're talking about anti-vehicle. Now, of course, since the last episode, Battlefield 1 gameplay has been released in multitude. We now know a hell of a lot more about the game, we can see a bunch more, and now it is less speculation, but a few more things still have to come out, so we're waiting for that all to happen. But until then, I want to give you guys an update about what we do know, and what could possibly be coming up soon. So the first thing we know, there is no mobile anti-air, or there's no anti-air tank. This is great news. Back in Battlefield 3, the way the anti-air worked was there was no tank. You basically just went up, and at the back of the map there was a anti-air gun anyone could sit in and use. In Battlefield 4 they had the wonderful idea of putting an anti-air tank in the game that was weaker than the other ones but could still do a good amount of damage against infantry, and of course was devastating to aircraft. Now the problem with this is people would get in this tank, sit at the very back of the map and shoot, and as soon as they took one tiny hit of anything, they would retreat all the way back into the spawn, hide somewhere, wait to recharge and gain back the full health, and then go up again and attack. And this was a huge problem because it meant that they weren't doing anything for the team, they were just sat there. They really didn't do much to the anti-air. They'd maybe get up to 12 kills a game at maximum, and that's not really any good if you consider the fact that they're in a tank the whole time. You really want to be pushing up regardless in a tank. So the whole thing was kind of broken, and although it was a lot of fun to use, people who used it right or in the proper sense was rare and few between. So a lot of the time people would just sit at the back of the map, like I said, and use this thing in ways that weren't beneficial to anyone. So in Battlefield 1, they've got a similar sort of thing to Battlefield 3, but in some ways slightly different. They now have stationary AAs that lie around the map. These things are, well, stationary AAs. Have you ever seen an anti-air gun in the Blitz in World War II, or even a World War I one, then it is very much similar to that. And honestly, from what I know, they are pretty powerful. They're not very damage output. The damage output is weak, but they do have a fast rate of fire. Now these things are situated in random wide open parts of the map. This obviously means that people can't just go up and sit in them the whole time and not get killed once. They're going to make a lot of noise, they're going to be able to see them by the muzzle flash, and they're probably going to appear on the map. So like I said, it's going to be extremely hard to actually go up and sit in one of these the whole time, which is good. We don't want people to just spend the whole game sat on one of these, rather than actually attacking and, you know, really contributing to the team. Of course, the trucks are still capable of damaging aircraft, and seeing as the aircraft are now, I believe they're wider, and obviously they're more two-dimensional rather than, or three-dimensional rather than being a sort of flat shape like most modern jets. So now it's much easier to hit them as well, and if you aim for the wings, you'll do more damage due to the mobility damage increase, I believe, and makes them harder to fly as well. And of course, seeing as they're a hell of a lot slower because they're not fighter jets or bomber jets, it means that you're pretty much able to hit them with small arms as well. I'm not sure how much damage they do, it might depend on the weapon, but again, you'll definitely be able to hit them with small arms and possibly do some damage to them, and I don't quite know yet if you can hit the pilot out or not. I'm not sure anyone's able to do that. I imagine so, seeing as it's been in pretty much all Battlefield games ever since they've had jets in the games at least. Now the rest of the behemoths that we'll see might include something. Some of them might have some kind of anti-air gun that's maybe on the train or on the battleship. We don't quite know yet, we'll have to wait and see. We know that the Zeppelin or the airship does have some kind of anti-air weapons on it. The machine guns that are on the cabins you can actually use to take out aircraft, I know that. Tanks, of course, can still take out aircraft if you can get the perfect shot, and of course the anti-tank grenades, if you get a good throw on one, you can actually hit an aircraft and do a hell of a lot of damage to it. Obviously the fact that it is still travelling reasonably fast, and the fact that these things fly very slow, it's going to be pretty hard to do, but if you do it, it's going to make a hell of a clip. Now in terms of speculation, there's not a huge amount that we can really think about. There wasn't a lot in World War I that was designed to be so anti-air sort of weaponry, aside from obviously mounted guns, but they didn't really think of putting one on a tank or anything like that at all. Maybe there'll be different variants of the Jeep that have a more powerful gun that will have more of an anti-air ability. Or possibly there'll be some more other things on certain maps. Obviously the Behemoths, like I said, will probably have something. We don't really know. We'll have to wait and see, of course, until the game comes out or until we get more information. Until then, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Again, slightly short, sort of off-topic video, but again, I want to get back into this channel, or back into this show, Battlefield 1 in detail, and get an episode out for you guys, because of course you'll have 2 good episodes coming on when I'm on holiday. So hopefully you did enjoy the episode though, and I'll see you guys next time.